Welcome back. We're still here at Hindi Avenue and we're joined by our very special guest, Mr. Ali Mostafa. How do you feel about all these changes and developments that are taking place here in Dubai?
I'm proud of what my country has achieved, but at the same time I kind of missed how the life used to be as well. But this is a great thing that's happening. I mean, only a few years ago I used to go, let's say, to London, anywhere in the world, and be like, where are you from? I'd say Dubai. Where's UAE? Where's that? Next to Saudi Arabia? Oh, okay. Arab country, you know, tents, camels, so forth.
Yeah, that's what they used to.
But then they'd be like, where are you from? I'd be like, UAE. Where's that? Dubai. Oh, Dubai! You know, everybody just knows Dubai. I mean, Dubai has become one of the top places to be at the moment. In the world.
I'd be surprised now if someone didn't know where Dubai was.
So that's what I was saying regarding Under the Sun. I mean,
what's the main theme? What's the main story behind Under the Sun?
You see, the main story is what I was mentioning earlier regarding misconceptions and that people have in towards Islam. But I wanted to capture it in a way that I remember Dubai, where it wasn't about the skyscrapers and the traffic jams. You know, it was like, the simple things that we enjoyed, like, the neighborhood, the little grocery store, the baqala,
yes.
The beach, fishing, things like that. And those things obviously still exist in certain parts of Dubai, which a lot of people don't really know, And I wanted to bring that into the film, as well as put a story in there, or throw a message in there, or even keep it open for people to ask questions about what the film really is about. Because it starts off with a boy who's 13 years old, young Muslim boy, who comes from a mixed marriage. His father is local. That's the only autobiographical thing that's between me and the film, is that he's half British and half local.
Your mother's British and your father's
My mother's British, yes. A lot of people, thought, originally the film was based on my life, but it isn't. It was mainly trying to tell a story, and to use both those nationalities to give it, let's say, best of both, and more insight into each person and the way they think, for example. So it's this boy on the first day of Ramadan, and he goes through his day meeting these characters, let's say metaphorical characters, but however you want to put them. And let's say he would meet bullies on the beach, and then end up going back to the house and having this, this conversation with his mother, where she ends up expressing her views on the religion, let's say. And then he asks this question to his father at the end, because he knows how he's been brought up and about his religion. But everything that he sees on TV is contradicting that. He knows about Islam. He knows, growing up, what he's been taught. So he asked his father, after watching all these, people with mean and with the masks and so forth, and cover up their faces, and at this show, like the insurgents, for example, and the people that end up terrorizing. But the thing is, I will never understand or even approve anywhere where, even Islamically, you're not allowed, even in a war, to kill women or children.
That's true, yes.
Okay? If they are, or any person unarmed. The killing of innocent people I will always condemn. Always, no matter what. Even in the Quran, there's an ayah in the Quran where it says, I don't know if I can get it exactly, but من قتل نفسا من غير حق فإنه قتل الناس جميعا, which means if you kill one soul unjust, it's as if you've killed all of humanity. And this is what was brought on to the Prophet, which was taught amongst us. So Islamically, everything that's going on is contradicting it. It may be an excuse for something else. But this is what was said and what was brought up in the film, where the son, Muhammad, his name is, he's walking out of Fajr prayers, which is the early morning prayers, to the beach. Because he loves the beach, and his father took him to the beach as the sun is rising, and he's asking these questions. But the first question that came to his mind, from all the confusion that's been going on, he said, Baba, هل العرب اللي يشترون هم مسلمين? All those Arabs that are killing out there, are they Muslims? With such innocence. And that's why I even made him 13, is so he can come at this with innocence and and to be naive and to ask these questions that a lot of people might be asking, but are maybe too scared to even ask. So he went out.
Standing, Ali, just when you're what this innocent boy has asked his father. Yes.
Well, I mean, this is something which meant a lot to me, especially when I was in London and I was studying there, and every time I turned on the television, issues like this would be brought up, which should hurt. It would really hurt, you know. So he goes ahead and he asks this question, and then the father comes to him in a very diplomatic, and I would say intelligent way. He would say, "We cannot say who is and who isn't a Muslim. At the end of the day, it is God who will judge those people," you know? And he even brings that line in, that it would said in Islam that whoever kills one soul unjust, it's as if he's killed all of humanity. So, you know, he keeps on going on. He's like, I want you not to be thinking about these things. I want you to think about your studies. I want you to respect anyone. You know, he even says this, my favorite quote, which my father had taught me.
Which is?
Pride kills a man. You know, and he stresses that to him. He's like, pride kills a man. Never be a proud person. You know, respect anyone from whatever religion. You know, you're not better than them, and they're not better than you. You just have to live your life, do your studies, remember where you came from and who your creator is, and so forth. And this was the film that I had made, this short film, which alhamdulillah got a lot of good reviews, because I would mention, I mean, had this film been picked in any other festival around the world, it wouldn't even been close to quarter or half of the amount of coverage that I got here, you know? I'm extremely overwhelmed and proud, let's say, with the reviews, because of how I'm representing my country actually, in this side of the industry, in this way, where a lot of people were Western viewers and so forth. I mean, my most important screening for this film was at the London Film School, because this film wasn't necessarily made for locals, because it's a film locals can relate to, they can enjoy. It's as if they're viewing their childhood.
Absolutely.
But it was something that I had made for Western viewers. And when I screened it in the London Film School, this is when I was biting my fingernails. I mean, I had an audience which was extremely international, like I was mentioning earlier. And well, what you do is you screen the film, and then you have to get up on stage.
And talk about it?
Not talk about it, sit there while every you know, professor that had come down in the industry or lecturer or whatever would give their critique on it, you know, and sometimes those could be really brutal, you know.
So how was the critique on Under the Sun?
Shocking. It was shocking to me because of how much they enjoyed it. You know, they enjoyed it where, you know, each and every one of them was like, let's say, meant a lot to me, and how they felt was because this was only a week after the 7/7 July bombings in London. My screening for this film. So I wanted to see how they were gonna, you know, go ahead and react to a film like this, and see, maybe try and understand the truth of what it really is, without, you know, jumping straight at the media and what they show. And they all really enjoyed it, and I can say that this one Israeli guy came up to me, and he shook my hand, and he told me, Ali, thank you for making a film like this, and please continue to do so. And that was like, wow. I mean, that was really, really meant so much to me that he had said that.
You recently received an award for Under the Sun.
I did, yes.
Tell us who the award was given to you by, and how did you feel?
Well, Under the Sun got into the Dubai Film Festival. It was screened as one of 5 films representing the UAE, and it was in a section called Emerging Emiratis. And then a couple of months after that, it got into the Emirates Film Competition.
It's an annual event which takes place in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
I've been told, yes.
And this was the fifth year that they've been going by. So it's every year it gets a bit bigger and bigger and bigger. And Under the Sun was submitted. I can say when I first came from London to Dubai, I thought I'm the only local that was, you know, getting into this. Until I went to maybe I think it was the 3rd or the 4th Emirates Film Competition. I went to that and I was overwhelmed. I was like, wow, so many local films. It was crazy. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
And
it was
not
amazing.
Only directed by males. It's a combination of males and females.
Definitely.
Yes.
100%. And this is why I was like, wow, this is really cool. I thought I was the only one. Anyway, so I saw this award And especially the trophy, I really love the trophy. I was like, I really want one of those. They're really nice, you know. I've never won anything before, and I thought that it would be really nice to get one. It was kind of like a mutant camel, where it's the legs of a camera, a tripod, okay, with a camel body and a camera head for the camel's head. So it was beautiful, yeah, very unique. And I said, I want one of those. For Under the Sun, I got the 2006 Best Emirates Film.
Congratulations on that, Ali.
Thank you very much.
Very well. We're going to take a small break now. Don't go away, because when we come back, we've got a lot more for you from Ali Mostafa on Persona.